Welcome to the new Camtasia Studio. We encourage you to watch and play with this
Talk
Getting
about
Started
10
project
things you
video
did
to
not know
learn some of the
that your
most important
notebook could do.
concepts of using
I'm not
Strata.
referring to like a
If you
traditional
want more
notebook, but
in-depth
new
tutorials that will walk you through
interactive
the entire
notebooks
process of recording, editing, and
online.
sharing your
Uh,
videos,
inter-
then please
uh,
watch the
Brief
Getting
background
Started
about where
tutorials using
notebooks
this
came
link
from.
under the Help
Notebooks
menu.
were born to address the
The
needs of
editor is divided up
reproducible
into three
research in
main
academia.
areas: the
And
clip
this was
bin,
driven
the
by some pretty
timeline,
major
and the
mistakes
canvas.
in reproducibility that were
The
seen
canvas
in
is where you see your video during
some
playback.
high-profile
You can
economics and
move,
genomics
resize,
papers
and
that were
reposition
published.
all media however you want.
The goal of reproducible
The
research
timeline is where
is,
you assemble and
is to
edit your
tie in
video.
specific instructions to
At the top
data
of the timeline,
analysis and
tick marks
experimental
represent
data,
time in
so
terms
that
of
the
minutes and
research published
seconds.
can be recreated,
When
better
building a
understood, and
video, you'll
verified
work in a
independently.
horizontal manner, beginning from the left and
A
moving
brief
sequentially
introduction of
over
what a
time toward the
notebook
right.
is. A notebook is an
The
interactive
tracks are layered on top of each
computation
other,
environment
so
where you
media
can
you
combine
add on
code
higher tracks gets viewed on
with
top
rich
of media
text,
on lower tracks in the
mathematics,
canvas.
plots, and media.
For
The
example,
first
this
generation
callout is
notebooks
placed on top
were
of the video
very
track on the
useful in
timeline, and
fulfilling the
therefore
need
is on
for
top of
reproducible
discrete
research,
video on the
but
canvas.
these notebooks were
If I
constrained
drag the video
by the
track on
limited
top of the
power
callout
and
on the
storage
timeline,
of the
the
desktop,
callout is now
and thus
hidden
had
behind the video on the canvas.
sort of saw limited use
Use the
beyond
zoom slider
academic
to magnify the
circles.
view of the timeline.
In
This
the
is very
recent
helpful
past,
when
in the
making
past few
precise clicks
years,
and
there
selections,
have been
like removing
the
ums in
big
your
data
audio.
stack has given notebooks a new
New
lease of
media can be
life.
dragged and dropped
The
on an
ability to
existing
access
track,
distributed
or a new
storage
track is
and have
automatically
access to
created when
computing
media is dropped
resources
at this location at the top
like
of
a
the
Spark
timeline.
cluster behind
To
the
change the
scenes
position of a clip on the
has
timeline,
meant a
just
notebook
drag
is
it.
now very powerful
To
and is
change the
able to
duration
handle
of
the
a
most
clip,
complex
drag
tasks.
the edges
This
in either
makes it a
direction.
very good choice for a
What
variety
part
of
of the
tasks we
timeline is the
traditionally didn't
playhead?
associate with an
To view
interactive
your
notebook.
video, click
I have
Play.
been using the
Notice how
notebook
the video and the timeline's
extensively
playhead
the
stay in
last year
sync.
and found it very
Click
versatile
anywhere along the
and found
timeline and the
it could be
playhead
used for
moves to that
things
point.
you didn't imagine
To remove a
it
portion of your video,
possible.
make a selection with the green
So
arrow
in this
near the
talk,
Get
I'm
Out
sort of
point.
going to cover the basics of a
Then,
notebook
click the Cut button. If you
and
don't
then
want media
walk
cut
through
on a
the
specific
use cases
track,
that I
just
have
click the
used
lock icon.
notebooks for and
If you make a
how
mistake while
it could sort
editing,
of
press
be
Ctrl
used
Z on the keyboard
in
to
your
undo,
context.
or choose Edit
Thanks,
Undo.
and hope to see you at Strata London
Double-click the playhead to
if my
deselect.
talk gets shortlisted.
Next, we'll look at the clip bin in the library. The clip bin holds recordings, audio files, images, and title slides being used in the project you're currently working on. The library stores video clips, intros, callouts, title slides, and other media assets you want to use from project to project. It is pre-populated with professional content you can use in your videos. You can download more media from our website by clicking this link. You'll find a lot more music, callouts, and animated titles to use in your projects, and it's all free. Once you find something you like this callout for example, just drag it to a track on the timeline and resize and reposition it as needed. Double-click the callout on the canvas to open the Callouts tab and edit the text, or change any of the text properties like color or size. You can find a number of other callouts to use in your projects by expanding this Shapes menu. You've probably noticed the video zooming in and out at times, for example here when it's zooming into the timeline. To learn more about adding and customizing zoom and pan animations to your video, check out the other Getting Started tutorials on our website. We've talked about some of the tabs already, but be sure to explore the others for adding and editing special effects. If they don't all show up as tabs, click on the More tab to explore others, like the speech-to-text capabilities and captions, and the improved quizzing. Also, transitions can now be dragged directly to the timeline and added on top of clips. So we've shown a few ways you can navigate and edit your video, but how do you get content into your video? To make a new screen recording, click the Record the Screen button. If you already have an audio or video recording you'd like to use, click the Import Media button. When you're done with your video project, you'll need to click the Produce and Share button to create a shareable video. Expand this menu to see a variety of presets. We have a new video player that plays back your MP4 video and includes other interactive features like table of contents, closed captions, quizzes, and even hotspots. These features are available when hosting your video on TechSmithScreencast.com or the video and player on your own web server. This player provides playback on multiple devices with just one video, whether it's a phone, tablet, laptop, or desktop computer. Well, it's time for you to try Camtasia Studio for yourself, using the content on the timeline, or better yet, create your own. We have lots of free tutorials on our website, and I recommend you begin with the Getting Started series. Also, the help file inside Camtasia Studio tells you how to use each of the Camtasia Studio features and applications. One last thing, if you ever want to open this Getting Started project again to view or practice with, use this link here. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy Camtasia Studio.
Hey guys, today my name is Dinar Toraskar, and I'm kind of a risk and Spark specialist. I'm going to talk about value-at risk reporting and aggregation using Spark. To start off with, I'm going to briefly cover what's value at risk and why is it important to all of us. How do you calculate value at risk, and then the challenges on calculating value at risk using current solutions, and then cover how Spark addresses this and empowers end users to get risk measures and insight at their fingertips, and what enables all of this. So to start off with, what's value at risk, right? So value at risk is your predicted maximum loss over a target horizon given a confidence level. So if you own $1,000 of Google shares, value at risk would tell you what's your maximum loss for a given confidence level in the next trading day, or whatever your investment horizon was. So, for example, today if you held $1,000 of Google shares, then your value at risk, one-day value at risk at a 95% confidence level is $22. This means that the most you would lose is $22 in one trading day, 95 days out of 100.